Here they come.
Right.
Yay.
Hello, everyone. Thank you again for joining our webinar for this evening. I'll go into the whole introductions in just a few minutes, but I sure would love, along with all of the panelists, to put your name in the chat, what club you're in, and what state federation you belong to. So welcome and thank you so much for taking an hour out of your evening to be with us. So we're going to look and see, we've got 61 participants. Keep moving up the ladder there. Please go into the chat and let us know who's here. Oh, I got to go over here to see. Well, we have quite a few, don't we? We're already up to 58 that have put in their names in the chat. Thank you so much.
There they go.
Here they're just
Kentucky.
wow. Yeah, this is great. We have Barb and we have Raylyn from Michigan. I saw quickly. Boy, okay. Hello, Becky Wright, Mississippi.
Becky.
And Oshila again from California. Thanks for being with us again. Jan Connick, thanks for being with us from Delaware.
I see in North Carolina.
They're coming in fast, and I'm glad you all on the panel are wishing them and saying hello and welcoming them to our webinar.
Wisconsin.
So, hi, Carol. Thank you.
We have a lot of winter states on tonight.
Yeah, so here's California. Kathy from California is on.
California.
Yeah, so we're looking
Jersey.
forward to a wonderful evening for you. And I believe Second Vice President Jolie, this is our final webinar of the series, correct, for this administration. Is that right?
As far as I know.
That's what I have come to. So I thank you for joining us, and I hope that you've enjoyed the webinars that have been brought and available to all of you these past 2 years. I think we have put together some wonderful webinars, and to finish it off with our community service program chairman is just the icing on the cake. So thank you for joining. Hi, Mary Beth. I see you on again. Thank you so much, and many, many more. We're already up to 80 participants, and this is wonderful. Linda from North Carolina. Thank you, Linda. And I always feel like I'm like on a talk show or something. Anyway, doing this, but it's fun.
Woo.
It's very fun. And we've got California, Los Angeles, right? Where all the rain's coming, I believe. Right, Pam? I think that's the area where you're really getting hit. And Deborah from Connecticut. Hi, Debbie. And
Wendy from Washington. Is that where?
Who?
What? Wendy from Battleground, Washington. Wow.
Oh, that's cool. Here's Colleen from California and Virginia, Newport News. That's wonderful. Thank you, Deborah. And we're just getting all kinds of good things.
Oh, yeah, Oregon.
Who?
Or Kathy from
Kathy from Oregon. Yeah. Oh, there's Denise. Raisin is on from New Hampshire. She is on. She put herself right there in the Q&A. Thank you so much. Oh, and Judy from Missouri. Good to see you this evening on again. And I'm showing we have 90 participants now. Thank you. Pam is also on from Newport News. And Sally, hello, Sally from New Mexico. Thanks for joining us this evening. I think we are at 7:03. I think we'll see if we get any more on, and we'll start in just a few minutes. What do you think, Jolie?
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Give them a few more minutes.
Yep, give them a few more minutes.
Hey, Martha. Woohoo.
Okay. 93. All right.
We have about 237 who have registered for tonight, Madam President. So
great.
They will be getting it. They will be receiving it, the recording as well. So
great.
Start when you are ready.
Okay. Well, again, hi, it's me again, Deb Strahanowski, the GFWC International President, for those who might be joining for the first time. Again, thank you for joining us this evening for our Learning Gateway series, POP, Power of Projects. At this time, I would like to introduce to you GFWC Second Vice President Jolie Frankfurt, who is, I should say, the liaison to all of the chairman and committee members for this administration. I am introducing her, and then everyone will introduce the next panelist. So Jolie, I would like to say thank you for putting and coordinating all of the Gateway series that we have given to our members in the past 2 years. And tonight's series, or webinar, I should say, concludes our series for this administration. So I sure hope all of you have enjoyed what we have put together and planned over the last 2 years. So Jolie, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you at this time. Thank you.
Madam President. Please know that this does not happen but with one person. There's a huge team of staff people and wonderful chairmen who have made all this happen. If you'll give me a moment, I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully everybody can see that. Good evening. As President Strohanowski said, I serve as the dean of all the chairmen. And this administration, the theme for the chairman and committees group is, when you sparkle, you light the path for others. And tonight you're going to hear from all 5 of our community service program chairmen who are going to share some of their area projects and programs that really help to add the sparkle for the local communities. Like the other webinars on the GFWC Learning Gateway, tonight's will also be recorded and is going to be available for viewing by GFWC members at a later date as a benefit to belonging to this great federation. This first screen is an actual really good one to take a photo or a screenshot of, because it actually contains the email addresses of all of the chairmen. We will hopefully be able to get to questions and answers at the end of the evening, so please feel free to post those when you get in that Q&A panel, not in the chat panel. I invite you to sit back and relax as we share those projects and programs from across the country that have created the sparkle and the shine that makes them memorable. Our first speaker tonight is Dale Fisher with Health and Wellness Community Service Program. Dale?
Thank you, Madam Vice President, and good evening, friends. It has been so good to see the numerous social media posts of our members wearing red in recognition of Heart Health Month. Thanks so much for acknowledging this important topic. Your 2022 Health and Wellness reports reflected creative and impactful work in the 3 areas of this CSP: disease prevention, nutrition, and physical and emotional care. As you see by these impressive statistics, we have enhanced the lives of others through our volunteer service. Our clubs formed walking teams and held club fitness challenges, participated in chair yoga, and played cornhole at assisted living facilities. Several states even set fitness goals for the year. Clubs educated members in their communities on organ donation, mental illness, and vision health. Our members made breast cancer and heart comfort pillows, filled goodie bags for chemo patients, and recognized nurses during Nurses Appreciation Week. And a new resolution was adopted at the 2023 convention in support of Alzheimer's disease and dementia. As we celebrate American Heart Month and encourage the importance of a healthy lifestyle, let us turn our attention tonight to the nutrition component of the Health and Wellness CSP. According to Michelle McCacken, MD, quote, "A suboptimal diet is responsible for almost half of the deaths from heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes," unquote. So tonight, in recognition of American Heart Month and National Nutrition Month, which will be in March, I will focus on providing ideas as called from club reports on how your club can promote nutrition. So welcome to my kitchen. Nutrition for our youth. Research suggests that eating a healthy and nutritious diet can improve mental health, enhance cognitive skills like concentration and memory, and improve academic achievement. Several clubs addressed nutritious snacking and its impact on educational and physical performance. From the GFWC Beaverton Women's Club in Oregon and the GFWC Kalamazoo Area Women's Club in Michigan, to the GFWC Granbury Women's Club in Texas, and in between, clubs are preparing and providing power packs of nutritious snacks, which might include a fruit snack bar, box of raisins, applesauce, juice pack, or cheese. These snacks are distributed to students who do not have access to nutritious food. Adding healthy snacks to the student's day can help remove hunger as a barrier to learning and growth. The GFWC MFWC Star Women's Club in Mississippi partnered with their local junior high and high schools and delivered healthy snacks of fresh fruit, dried fruits and nuts, water, and other healthy items to the football players each Friday night during football season. Now that's called team spirit. Girls on the Run, an after-school program for girls 8 to 13 years of age, is an organization that builds confidence and self-esteem while fostering physical fitness and life skills. The GFWC Women's Club of Fairfax, GFWC Maryball Women's Club, and the GFWC Women's Club of Manassas, all Virginia clubs, support teams in their respective elementary or middle schools by providing nutritious snacks for the girls to maintain their energy and cognitive skills after a full day of school and physical training. So how else can your club educate children on the importance of healthy eating habits? The GFWC Candia Community Women's Club in New Hampshire teamed up with Candia Kids Care Community Service Group and Henry W. Morse School to sponsor a cereal box challenge. 165 boxes of cereal were collected and lined up like dominoes in the middle of the school hallways. All the students gathered in the hallway and watched as the cereal was toppled over in a domino effect. This was a huge success and brought awareness to the students of the importance of a healthy breakfast. Here's another fun way in which to introduce healthy eating habits to children. The Euphoria Juniorettes and the GFWC MFWC Euphoria New Century Club in Mississippi collaborated in presenting a Fancy Nancy Tea Party for children. The lovely event brought wellness and education together. The juniorettes dressed in character costumes as members of the New Century Club read books to the children. Healthy and colorful snacks were served that coordinated with the books that were being read. And the GFWC North Pinellas Women's Club in Florida partnered with a nonprofit in the community that helps young adults who are aging out of foster care become self-sustaining. To encourage healthy eating habits while on a limited budget, the club members taught a cooking class. Each participant was given all the food items and kitchen equipment needed to prepare the meal. This idea could also be used to teach classes at high school to the high school seniors who will be going off to college, supplying them with healthy meal choice ideas and dorm food preparation ideas will help them avoid the freshman 15, a term used to refer to weight gain by eating a calorie-laden diet and having a lack of exercise. Your club could even provide a healthy diet pamphlet of your favorite nutritious snack recipes for the student or fast food nutrition comparison guide. Educating our members on healthy choices was a focus for many clubs. club meeting programs included quizzes and presentations by nutritionists and nurses, enlightening members on healthy eating. The Waterville Shakespeare Club in Kansas recognized National Pharmacist Week by featuring a local pharmacist whose presentation included information on vitamins and supplements. Plant-based foods versus traditional. Do you have to have that juicy beef burger, or would a Beyond Burger suffice? The GFWC Iowa Salon Women's Club offered its members the opportunity to determine which they thought best. Hostesses for the meeting brought the traditional version of hamburgers, rice, chicken patties, spaghetti noodles, and several other normal foods. In addition, they offered foods made from plants such as Beyond Burgers, rice cauliflower, bean noodles, and plant-based chicken patties. Table cards were made with the name, description, cost, and calorie comparison. Members learned that in some cases, the imitation version tasted like the traditional version, and that the plant version is often higher in cost than the original food they were replacing. You may find that members with food intolerances appreciate this introduction to new food choices. Members of the GFWC Iowa Castana Junior 76ers Club answered the roll call by sharing a healthy recipe. Copies of those recipes were then provided to all members. The GFWC Women's Club of South County, Rhode Island, found a unique segment of their community population that needed some assistance with nutritious sustenance. In conjunction with the Galilee Mission, St. John the Divine Church, and the Church of the Ascension, the GFWC Women's Club of South County distributed soup to the plant workers and fishermen at the State Pier and Town Docks in Galilee. These workers may or may not have the financial resources to obtain adequate nutrition, but their work is intense, physically demanding, and conducted in a harsh environment. Many of the fishermen are self-employed and tend to allow themselves limited time for lunch breaks. The Women's Club of South County was able to help bring 2,790 cups of prepared warm soup to the docks in 2022. Think outside the box. Does your community have a unique group that you could assist? And the Dickson County Women's Club in Tennessee works with the local Meals on Wheels, a program that provides nutrition meals to the homebound seniors. With each delivery of a meal, a handout developed by the club is provided to the client. This handout may include tips on healthy eating, tips for healthy eating, habits for diet control, blood pressure maintenance, strong bones, or kidney health. Also included in the packet is a puzzle and a brain teaser. Dr. Nagi Kumar from Moffitt Cancer Center in Florida and the current Health and Wellness Honorary Chairman has been instrumental in bringing health and nutrition to our members during this administration. Most recently, in the winter 2024 edition of the GFWC Club Women magazine, is in her article on the benefits of intermittent fasting. The latest Club Women magazine can be downloaded from the home screen of the gfwc.org website, News and Publications tab. So you see, there are many ways in which your club can educate and promote healthy eating habits. Organize or participate in a local health fair. Provide bookmarks, coloring books, and informational magnets to the attendees. Or offer these promotional items to your library, senior center, or social services office. As a best-selling author and humanitarian John Robbins notes, quote, most of the medical costs that are bankrupting families, companies, and nations could be eliminated with better nutrition. And remember, fitness is 20% exercise and 80% nutrition. You can't outrun your fork. Bon appetit. And now, from my kitchen to the garden and the outdoors, it is my privilege to present Tina Neese, our GFWC Environment CSP Chairman.
Thank you, Dale. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tina Neese, and I welcome y'all to our webinar tonight. You can see that we have spent a lot of time in our projects for the environment as well. And so it was exciting last year to receive all of the award entries, and I look forward to receiving more amazing projects this year as well. In the area of environment, our members did 5,386 projects. They volunteered close to 900,000 hours, donating over 667,000, what am I saying? Monies and in-kind donations. And so we did a really great job in our environment area. So very much kudos to everyone with the recycling. There was a lot of recycling projects this past year. And I look forward to seeing some more. This was one of my favorite things I received in an award entry, and it was my pleasure to be able to present it tonight to feature. It was a highlight of this beautiful artwork that was created out of recycled materials. The Women's League of the Low Country of GFWC, South Carolina, created a picture of a lady out of painted bottle caps. It is entitled Ariel and was displayed at the Recycled Art Contest at the Maritime Museum in Beaufort, South Carolina during November and December. It involved about 15 volunteer hours and about $40. But isn't this creative? Very beautiful artwork out of recycled materials. Tonight, I really would like to focus on some animal projects that many of our clubs did this and presented. So this is one of ours that was presented. Very creative project. GFWC Born Women's Club participated in an annual holiday program called Caring and Sharing to raise money for local organizations. One of the fundraisers is a silent auction organized by the Friends of the Born Library. During the November club meeting, 20 members decorated a tabletop Christmas tree with the theme of Cape Cod marine life. Decorations depicting marine mammals and sea turtles that live in the waters of Cape Cod were used to cover the tree. The decorated holiday tree was then donated to the silent auction to raise funds for the National Marine Life Center. And the center rescues and rehabilitates many stranded or injured seals, like the maple walnut, that's the picture there, and turtles every year. And so it was also located in Buzzards Bay, which is this area where this club was. So it was a very great way for them to give back to the animals in their area. Additionally, there's several other projects that I would like to point out. There was GFWC Kentucky that recycled t-shirts. They used the backs as knotted chew toys for the dogs at a local animal shelter. So what a great way to take t-shirts that you no longer use and be able to help in rescue animal shelters. GFWC Washington Valley volunteers purchased bird feeders they placed in nesting areas and the bird seed to make the Valley Volunteers wildlife habitat. The members kept cleaned and filled with seed throughout the year. In GFWC Alabama, the Shades Mountain Women's Club members made and donated 337 dog beds to Diana's Hounds and 455 dog beds to Debbie Vine's Dog Rescue at a value of close to $4,000, spending 792 hours sewing dog beds. What a great way to help those rescues. GFWC Sweet Home Alabama volunteers made bird feeders from ice cream cones. You can see one of their ice cream cone pictures here. 36 bird feeders were shared with area mental health centers, residential homes, and outside therapist windows, as well as in the Friends of the Library bookstore for customers to take in recognition of National Bird Feeding Month in February. So what a fun project for their club members to make and share in their community. And tonight I would like to feature a project that really shows collaboration with others. This project is from GFWC New Hampshire Hudson Women's Club, and it is their annual rabies vaccination clinic. The rabies clinic was a cooperative effort between the GFWC Hudson Women's Club, the Alvern veterinarian science students and staff, the town animal control officer, and the staff of Hudson Animal Hospital. So a lot of collaboration with other people to make this project happen. They met at the local high school to plan the day. People and pets would enter the veterinarian science area through an entrance and then through a hallway with student displays. GFWC members filled out forms with the pet parents, and students took care of animal contact. 125 cats and dogs received vaccines at a cost of $15 each, which is a wonderful cost for a rabies vaccination. Hudson Animal Hospital donated the vaccines and tags, which were valued at over $400, as well as vaccination certificates, and the veterinarian donated her time. One member created a sign to help direct the public to this GFWC event. Flyers were published on Facebook and printed and distributed to veterinarian offices, local pet food stores, and other locations. The clinic was advertised in a mailing to dog owners from the town. The club sent an edible arrangement to the Hudson Animal Hospital in thanks. They also gave a $1,000 scholarship to a graduating senior from the veterinarian science program. A $100 gift card was donated to the Hudson Animal Control Officer for purchase of supplies, and members donated used blankets and towels as well as kitty litter. 37 hours were part of this program. 26 members participated. There was a donation of $1,200 and in-kind donations of $410. Phyllis Appler, GFWC New Hampshire, states, "It's a wonderful collaboration between the school vet tech program, the town animal control officer, town hall workers who open on a Saturday to allow pet parents to pick up dog licenses as soon as they have rabies tag, and a wonderful veterinarian who donates the time and vaccines, and of course with GFWC New Hampshire Hudson Women's Club." What a beautiful collaboration between several organizations to promote a worthwhile cause in the Environment CSP area. Great job to all of these GFWC clubs on various animal featured projects. Hopefully you found something to help a furry friend. And now it is my pleasure to pass this to Pam with Arts and Culture.
Thank you, Tina. Hello, everyone. There's a certain amount of excitement when we speak of arts and culture. Many of us commend arts and culture as shared events with family and friends. Arts and culture are meant to be lived, shared, celebrated, and sometimes even imitated. The arts and culture bring together the many efforts of commemorative events, talent, and remembrance. Hello, everyone. I'm Pam Amen. For those of you that don't know me, I am from Southern California. I'm part of the Western States region, and I'm a member of GFWC Torrance Women's Club. In 2022, the Arts and Culture Community Service Program showed tremendous creativity and talent while bringing ideas and projects to fruition. The 2022 reporting year gave us the following totals for CSP Arts and Culture. Projects, 113,449. Volunteer hours, 361,746 and a half. Dollars donated, $826,958.33, and in-kind donations of $805,000, 61.68 cents. Those numbers reflect everything our international membership of volunteers did. Reports showed that clubs went above and beyond in both arts and culture by supporting, just to name a few, school theater programs, community parades, artistic endeavors, supporting installed art programs and musical presentations, poetry contests, band performances, Valentines for veterans, toys for animal shelters, speech writing courses, hours of crafts, and tablescapes. Today, I wanted to share with you 3 additional programs from clubs in Arizona, Maine, and Texas that I felt needed the recognition because they were very creative with their programs. And hopefully your imagination will twist some of these ideas to work for you. The GFWC Florence Women's Club in Florence, Arizona, initiated a Florida Cultural Insight program during the fall of 2022. At every meeting, a different type of flower was brought to the club's general meeting. The project was aimed at engaging the membership in learning more about the culture of flowers, including their meaning, history, lore, small facts about biology from florists. Typically, a brochure was passed out to the membership when a flower was introduced at the meeting. As you can see, the project supported 10 volunteer hours, $125 donated money, and $10 in-kind money was brought in. I can imagine the enormous impact the project had on the club membership. Culture is beauty, and what is more beautiful than flowers? We all love flowers. I just want to give them a big hand, Florence Women's Club. It was a great project, and I would like to see some of our other clubs try and partner with those gardeners in their area, or maybe those florists as well. The GFWC Moissac Club in Dover Foxtrot, Maine, held a poetry night involving members reading aloud various poems. They were selected by the presenters. Poems were categorized as friendship, love, humor. Some other themes were highlighted. Some orations were lovely, others very sentimental. One fantastically silly poem was given. The report says that this was it was not a poetry competition at all, I should say. It was just a fun night. The most moving poem was read and written by one of the members' granddaughters, and it was a wonderful tribute to her grandfather. The event was held at their general meeting, a big hit, encouraging the written word to be highlighted extraordinarily. Choosing 3 programs or projects for today's POP Learning Gateway series was difficult. Sorry, I'm tongue twisted all of a sudden. All the entries from the states that came to me via postal mail or email were fabulous. They were creative. I loved reading all of them, and I am looking forward to doing the same this year. The process allowed me, in choosing these 3 clubs to highlight tonight, a chance to reread and absorb how our General Federation celebrates arts and culture again. My last presentation tonight is the GFWC Women's Club of Kingsville in Texas. They participated in the local National Night Out event in October of 2022. The event supports first responders and community relationships. It allowed the club to distribute crayons, coloring books, markers, colored pencils, pens, and pencils. The supplies collected were meant to help children feel a moment, relive a memory, help them through a difficult situation. Items were distributed in 3 separate areas: University of Texas A&M, Kingsville, Bishop, Texas, just north of Kingsville, and south of Kingsville in Sarita, Texas. The report states, and I wholeheartedly agree, that simple crayons like art can be powerful, helping children cook for fun, relate to friends, be kind to one another. I spoke with the club president, Kim Han, just a few weeks ago. She supplied me with these event photos, over 200 coloring books, 350 to 24 count crayons, 75 boxes of crayons in assorted sizes, multiple counts of many art supplies were donated to the Texas children, so much so that they ran out. I need to add that their efforts were assisted by their junior division club, the Bluebonnet Club, a perfect way to have club interaction for the same goal. They reported 65 volunteer hours and $675 of in-kind donations. Here is my contact info if you'd like to reach out. In closing, I want to share the following ideas with you today. Culture consists of the characteristics and the knowledge of a group of people, encompassing their arts, their beliefs, their customs, food, language, literature, music, social habits, religion, and other interpersonal connections. The study of art and culture enriches the human experience. There are no boundaries, the sky's the limit. Art education improves problem solving, critical thinking skills, builds focus and perseverance. It nurtures creativity, and it just helps everyone look at the world in a much more wonderful way. Thank you to all the clubs in the districts for reporting in arts and culture in 2022. I look forward again, as I said before, to reading the 2023 reports. And now I'm going to introduce Sandy Howenstein, your CSP chairman for education and libraries.
Thank you, Pam. I am Sandy Howenstein from Central Pennsylvania, and it's a little chilly here this evening. It's supposed to get down to 27 degrees, but thank goodness for heat and electricity and a warm home. As you can see on our first slide, we're showing the 2022 statistical information, and there's some very sparkling numbers there for you to view. And I also note that we also have the ESO numbers there. And I do encourage members to join ESO. Awesome work, ladies. And I'm looking forward to getting your 2023 award entries. Once upon a time, in communities all across the world, club women embrace projects in the Education and Libraries Community Service Program. Who takes on grant writing as a volunteer project? The Stevensville 20th Century Club in Stevensville, Texas, did just that. One grant awarded helped to create a handicapped accessible area at the current library. And we do have a picture of the library up there, and we appreciate having those pictures. This project made a huge impact on the children and adults to be able to go to the reading area of the library. This was a very great project for the library and its patrons. The second grant was an in-kind donation of $10,000 in free books for children at a Halloween party in the community called Books for Halloween. Many of the children do not own their own books. The club and the library work together for education and building the community. Next, we are featuring the Las Vegas Natural History Museum and projects by the GFWC Mesquite Club of Las Vegas. The clubs assisted in promoting education on weekends for local library students, elementary students. 300 plus lunch kits with science kits were assembled by members of the club and donated. Collaboration with the museum, the Serving Kids Foundation, the Next Generation Science Standards, and the National Science Teachers Association. Funds raised for the Traveling Teacher Trunks, a fundraiser, This Joint is Jumpin', a 50s themed luncheon, raised funds for hands-on learning kits about marine life and dinosaur fossils that are loaned to classrooms for free. The Big Boo Halloween Party raised funds toward the paleontologist lab at the museum. The lab includes a hologram depicting the scientist at work. Thank you to Kate Porter, who is the co-executive director at the museum, for submitting some of this information, and to Frankie Chase Siegel, the president of the Mesquite Club. As clubs look ahead at new ideas for projects, let us remember our affiliate organizations. And tonight I want to highlight Read to Feed with the Heifer International. For over 20 years, students around the world have been making a difference for families in need by supplying reading books. Join our guide Hatch on a journey reading and learning about Heifer's work, all while raising funds to support small-scale farmers. Students from first grade to high school can participate in Read to Feed. Read to Feed is a reading incentive and fundraising program for children that supports Heifer International. Participants obtain sponsorships from parents, friends, and relatives based on the number of books or the units of time that they read. The goal is to promote reading and help Heifer assist millions of people around the world feed their families and reach self-reliance through the gifts of livestock and training. Funds raised support Heifer's mission of ending hunger and poverty while caring for the earth. With this money, students purchased animals, resources, which will go to struggling families around the world. Read to Feed encourages students to practice their literary skills. Throughout the program, students recruit sponsors per book. Most importantly, Read to Feed shows students that they have the power to make a difference in the world. Funds raised will benefit struggling families, giving them the opportunity, the skills, and the resources needed to create a better future for themselves. The best part of Read to Feed is that you can customize your experience according to the time that you want to devote to the program. And for the full curriculum experience, 3 weeks is recommended. And I want to just briefly, I hope you can see these. Here's some of the, that's crazy pixelated. But I do have, if you go to the website, there's a Read to Feed Leader's Guide that explains the entire program. You can get these little bookmarks, and the kids can get this comic book. I think we have a picture of that on here. Let's dig that. Yep, there it is. A Kid Can Change the World. It's kind of a comic book thing that explains the program. And then if you really want to, you can become a superhero and make your own mask, which is hard to see. Sorry about that. Shouldn't have pixelated my background. Anyway, that's the way things go when you're trying to do things online. And now I lost my last piece of paper. I apologize. Here we go. They're all over the place. Anyway, I think we're at the end of this, and I want to thank you, everyone, for your time and listening to all of this. And I look forward to getting your reports for 2023. And now I am going to introduce our Civic Engagement and Outreach Chairman, Sharon Oliphant.
Thank you, Sandy, and good evening to all of you. And thank you, Jolie and President Deb, for this opportunity to share with you in the area of civic engagement and outreach. It is so exciting to be involved in so many great projects and programs. The areas that we have volunteered in are just a tiny ripple in the pool of volunteering. The diverse areas of involvement are evident in the award process that we see reported and recognized with our volunteer hours and financial commitments. Very exciting statistics. And we know that in the community, it is much more than belonging to something. It's about doing something together that makes belonging matter. Our statistics show in the area of community service projects, 11,913 projects. Volunteer hours, 528,112. Dollars donated, $3,756,990.35. And our in-kind donations of $2,958,995.08. Together, we form that community. We make decisions on what areas to work in and show work in many different ways to promote programs that are important and the impact in our neighborhoods, not just our neighborhoods, but in the world that we live in. We cannot get more time, but we always can find a way to make time. We hear of a need, we see a want, and engage in promoting and solving a problem by giving back. As we finish off this administration, we know so many of your clubs have already started with your new club year with new ideas and excitement in the community service project areas. And tonight, I'd like to share with you some great projects that you can start now and continue on with as they are impactful and most important in this area. In honor of Martin Luther King Day, Kernsville Women's Club of Pennsylvania offered free soup and crackers to anyone in the community. The space, the bowls, the crackers, and 6 kinds of soup were donated and served. The club also did projects in the areas of elder assistance with word search books, pencils, snacks, coloring books, and crayons were also donated. And the club sang songs around the facility. The Little Silver Women's Club of New Jersey collected gowns for military women. They collected the gowns at their clubhouse and invited the Joint Base women to come and pick them up. They had shoes, purses, and accessories, and they were able to collect over 100 gowns. The base has a special store for this event for the Air Force, Navy, and Army women. The ladies could choose a gown for the low price of $15. Wood River Women's Club of Illinois has a No Kid Sleeps on the Floor in Our Town event. They collected twin comforter sets, twin sheets, and pillows to donate to Sleep in Heavenly Peace. All were donated to the national chapter in the town. GFWC Temple Terrace Juniorettes adopted a special needs Girl Scout troop. They hosted a Halloween party for them, made Halloween crafts, provided refreshments, and had fun with each other. Nothing scary, just laughing and fun, making spiders, pumpkins, and eating candy corn. Goodies for Good Guys and Gals was a project of GFWC Domindi Women's Club. The club showed its appreciation by rotating 4 law enforcement projects. Snack items were donated, and every month they say thank you to those that continue to serve. GFWC Monticello Women's Club of Kentucky contacted landscape architects to plan for and estimates to landscape around the town's World War II monument. The plans were approved, and the beautification was done to honor the World War II veterans. The Stugard Women's Club of GFWC gathered detergent, toilet paper, paper towels, cleaning supplies, paper plates, napkins, disposable utensils, and other items that cannot be purchased with state assistance funding. Laundry baskets of items were given away during a Veterans Day celebration. They also donated and filled shelves at the local food bank. Those buy one, get one items sure helped with this popular product. Honor Flight, focusing on veterans, was an opportunity focused on by the GFWC New Mexico state president. Monies were collected to pay the way for veterans to tour the monuments in Washington, D.C. The Yellow Jackets, which they are called the veterans, were invited to the state convention to share their experience. They welcomed service dogs, puppies in training, and 4 Paws education on how long it takes to train a service dog. A video was made by the members and shared in the community to increase awareness of this great opportunity for heroes. Wreaths Across America is done by almost all 50 states. The second Saturday in December is set aside to honor our veterans. If you purchase 2 wreaths, a third is usually donated for free by the program. And there's also an incentive of $5 per wreath that your club gets back. The GFWC Brown Deer Junior Women's Club of Wisconsin joined a group at their local church to assemble sleeping bags for the homeless. Bags were cut and sewn from recycled bedding and fabrics, and the final sewing included a necktie to secure each bag. Distribution is easier with the rolled bags. So what's to come in the area of civic engagement and outreach? I hope that you've heard about the brand new area of honoring our military. The National Coast Guard Museum Association is planning a grand opening in 2025 of a free national museum that will share the historical and engaging content on the Thomas River waterfront in New London, Connecticut. After the Revolutionary War, the United States was burdened with a huge post-war debt. Alexander Hamilton, the first Secretary of the Treasury, recognized the need for maritime enforcement to safeguard the nation's economic interest and to combat smuggling and piracy. On August 4th, 1790, Congress passed an act that laid the groundwork for military service to be recognized around the globe, known today as the United States Coast Guard. This year, the Coast Guard is celebrating the 233rd birthday. The General Federation of Women's Club has an opportunity to help share the stories that matter. Women have served directly and indirectly in the Coast Guard since the Revolutionary War. During World War II, the Coast Guard recruited women into their women reserves called SPARs. Admiral Linda Fagan is the U.S. Coast Guard's 27th commandant. She's the longest serving active military Marine safety officer. She's the Coast Guard's first female 4-star admiral and the first female to lead a U.S. Armed Service. So the answer to a question when others ask, why do you volunteer? We're called to serve. We are part of a solution because we are the General Federation of Women's Clubs. As we continue the legacy of Jane Cunningham Crowley and her dedication to others, remember, the beginning of any project or program is not just done. We do have a starting point. So just look around at your next meeting, at the next convention, or the following award entries that you prepare. And I want you to keep up the good work because remember, we are GFWC and we want you. With that, Jolie, I turn it over to you.
Thank you so much to all 5 of the CSP chairmen. Go ahead and come back on with your mics and cameras. These women, along with all of our advancement area chairmen, have done a spectacular job sharing that sparkle for everyone else to lead. I'm showing that we have a few minutes, Madam President, if it's okay. I have not been able to see the question and answers or questions, but it doesn't look like they're really questions. Okay, so if there aren't any questions, I was sent a notice that there was a typo somewhere and we'll fix that for later, but thank you for that. I'm glad everybody's paying such close attention. Madam President, it has been an absolute joy to work with the chairman for the CSPs, each one of them an expert in their own field. They have done a tremendous amount of research and to bring tonight's webinar to fruition. So thank
I
you,
would agree
ladies.
wholeheartedly with you. Yes, it was an excellent hour. It really was. What great information. And kudos to all of our clubs across the country for their wonderful narratives and being so detailed with their great projects. It was great to hear about those. And, you know, it's amazing what our clubs can do with and be determined to roll up their sleeves at any time, given day or night, to do something to better their communities. And we are surely, this show just how our clubs are doing this. So very great. The whole evening, the hour went by very quickly with great information. And it was just awesome. And I do want to thank you, Jolie, President or Second Vice President, to the Federation, and it does take a lot to put these the learning series together. And, you know, it just ran very smooth tonight, just like all the other ones. So thank you. Thank you to the awesome community service program chairman, Pam, Sharon, Sandy, Tina, and Dale. Each of you have done an awesome job, yes, and an outstanding job with your newsletters to state chairman, the news and notes articles in the Club Woman magazine, and a lot more. So we couldn't ask for a better group of dedicated CSP chairmen. So with that, and also the social media that we have even expanded over the last 2 years. That's great. So I just want to say thank you again for sharing with all of us this evening. And I thank you, the members, for signing up for the webinars through the series and also spending an hour of your time with us tonight. So enjoy the rest of the evening wherever you are across the nation. And thank you for all you do to make GFWC, the General Federation of Women's Clubs, the best volunteer organization in the world.
Thank
So
you.
take it from there, Jolie, if you have any other words of wisdom.
Just want to remind everyone, if you have any questions about your award entries, make sure that you reach out to your state federation chairman first. If you happen to be a state chairman, feel free to contact the GFWC chairman. But remember, your state comes first as far as any of the information needs to go to them. But our chairman, all of them, CSP, advancement, contests, all of the chairmen are willing to answer anything that you might have. Thank you again, Madam President, for the pats on the back. Our board of directors is definitely outstanding.
Yes,
Thank
indeed
you,
it
ladies.
is.
If that is it, Madam President, I'm going to turn off the recording.
Okay.